Imagine this. You're 39 years old. You've just been fired from your Wall Street job. But instead of getting a cardboard box and a handshake, they hand you a check for $10 million. What would you do? Retire to a beach somewhere, buy a yacht, live the good life? Michael Bloomberg took that $10 million severance check and bet it all on a crazy idea that nobody thought would work. Today, he's worth $109 billion, making him not just the richest person in New York City, but one of the wealthiest people on planet Earth. $109 billion. To put that in perspective, if you saved $10,000 every single day starting from the day Columbus discovered America in 1492, you still wouldn't have what Michael Bloomberg is worth today. And here's the wildest part. He built it all from one revolutionary product that Wall Street professionals now can't live without. So, how did the son of a bookkeeper from Boston become richer than entire nations? Let's dive in, because this story has more twists than a Wall Street thriller. Michael Rubens Bloomberg was born on February 14, 1942, in Medford, Massachusetts. Valentine's Day, baby. His father, William, was a bookkeeper for a dairy company. His mother, Charlotte, worked as a secretary. This wasn't old money. This wasn't silver spoons and trust funds. This was a middle-class Jewish family in the suburbs of Boston, working hard to make ends meet. But young Michael was different. He was hungry, ambitious, the kind of kid who saw a problem and immediately started thinking about solutions. He excelled in school, showing early signs of the analytical mind that would later make him billions. He attended the local public schools, and his teachers quickly realized they had someone special on their hands. Bloomberg went to Johns Hopkins University and studied electrical engineering. Think about that for a second. Engineering, not business, not finance. Engineering. He learned how systems worked, how to solve complex problems, how to think analytically. Those skills would later become his secret weapon on Wall Street. After graduating in 1964, he went straight to Harvard Business School and earned his MBA in 1966. At 24 years old, with 2 degrees from elite universities, Michael Bloomberg was ready to conquer the world. But he didn't start at the top. He started at the very bottom. In 1966, Bloomberg took an entry-level job at Salomon Brothers, one of Wall Street's most prestigious investment banks. He started in literally the worst job they had, parking cars and doing basic clerical work. But Bloomberg didn't complain. He watched, he learned, he absorbed everything about how Wall Street worked. And slowly, methodically, he climbed. From parking cars to working on the trading floor, from the trading floor to managing operations. He became an expert in something called block trading, which is basically buying and selling huge chunks of stocks for institutional investors. Bloomberg was good at it, really good. Within 15 years, he made partner at one of the most competitive firms on Wall Street. By 1981, Michael Bloomberg had achieved the Wall Street dream. He was a partner at Salomon Brothers, making serious money respected by his peers. Life was good. But then, everything changed in an instant. Salomon Brothers got acquired by a commodities trading firm called Fibro Corporation. And in the chaos of the merger, Bloomberg got the axe. After 15 years of grinding, climbing, succeeding, he was out. Just like that. Now here's where most people would be devastated. Career over, dreams crushed, time to find another job. But Bloomberg walked away with a $10 million severance package. In 1981, $10 million was an absolute fortune. You could retire comfortably for the rest of your life. Bloomberg had other plans. He had spent 15 years on Wall Street, and he saw something that nobody else seemed to notice, something that frustrated him every single day. Wall Street was running on ancient technology. Traders needed real-time financial data, but they had to rely on newspapers, phone calls, and outdated computer systems that gave them information hours or even days late. It was insane, like trying to race a Ferrari while looking through a rear-view mirror. Bloomberg had an idea. What if you could give traders instant access to real-time market data, news, analytics, and pricing all on one screen? What if you could revolutionize how Wall Street accessed information? In 1981, at 39 years old, Bloomberg founded a company called Innovative Market Systems. He partnered with 3 colleagues, Thomas Secunda, Duncan Macmillan, and Charles Zigar. They all had the same vision: build something that Wall Street desperately needed but didn't know it needed yet. The product they created was called the Bloomberg Terminal. Picture a specialized computer with a unique keyboard that gave financial professionals everything they needed in one place: real-time stock prices, market analysis, news feeds, trading capabilities, communication tools, all integrated into one powerful system. The Bloomberg Terminal was revolutionary. But there was one massive problem: convincing Wall Street to buy it. Bloomberg pounded the pavement. He went to banks, investment firms, hedge funds, anyone who would listen. He demonstrated the terminal. He explained how it worked. He showed them how it would change their business. And most of them said no. They didn't see the value. They didn't want to change how they worked. They didn't trust this new technology from a startup. But Bloomberg didn't give up. He kept pitching, kept refining, kept improving the product based on feedback. And then, in 1984, 3 years after founding the company, he got his big break. Merrill Lynch, one of the largest investment banks in America, didn't just buy a few terminals. They invested $30 million in the company and ordered 20 terminals. Suddenly, Bloomberg had credibility. If Merrill Lynch trusted the Bloomberg terminal, maybe others would too. And they did. The terminal started spreading across Wall Street like wildfire. By 1986, the company had grown so much they renamed it Bloomberg LP. By 1991, just 10 years after starting, Bloomberg had 10,000 terminals installed on desks across the financial world. Here's what made the Bloomberg terminal so addictive. It became indispensable. Once traders and analysts started using it, they couldn't imagine working without it. It was like going from a flip phone back to a rotary phone. The terminal gave them an edge, and on Wall Street, an edge is everything. Bloomberg charged $2,000 per month for each terminal. Per month. That's $24,000 a year per subscriber. And remember, by 1991, he had 10,000 subscribers. Do the math. That's $240 million in annual revenue from subscriptions alone, and the company kept growing. Today, Bloomberg LP has over 320,000 subscribers worldwide. 320,000 times $2,000 per month times 12 months. That's over $7.5 billion in annual subscription revenue, just from the terminals. The company also expanded into Bloomberg News, Bloomberg Television, Bloomberg Radio, and Bloomberg Businessweek magazine. The company now operates in over 120 countries, employs more than 20,000 people, and generates over $10 billion in revenue annually. And Michael Bloomberg, he owns 88% of it. Do that math and your head will spin. 88% of a company worth well over $100 billion. That's how you get to a $109 billion net worth. But Bloomberg's story doesn't end with becoming obscenely wealthy. In 2001, he decided to do something that shocked everyone. He ran for mayor of New York City. Why would one of the richest men in America want to manage one of the most complicated, stressful, thankless jobs in public service? Because Bloomberg saw New York City the same way he saw Wall Street in 1981, full of problems that needed solving, running on outdated systems that needed upgrading. He won the election in 2002, taking office just months after the September 11th attacks when New York was still reeling from the tragedy. And for the next 12 years, Bloomberg ran New York City like a CEO. He used data to drive decisions, he implemented a citywide smoking ban, he pushed environmental initiatives, he balanced the budget, he improved infrastructure. His tenure was controversial. His stop and frisk policy was heavily criticised. His attempt to ban large sugary drinks was struck down in court. But under his leadership, New York City's economy grew, crime continued to decline, and the city rebounded from one of the darkest moments in its history. Bloomberg spent over $500 million of his own money on his political career. And here's the kicker. As mayor, he took a salary of $1 per year. That's right, $1. He didn't need the money. He wanted to serve. After leaving office in 2013, Bloomberg returned to running Bloomberg LP. But he didn't slow down. He became one of the world's most generous philanthropists. He's donated over $12.7 billion to causes including education, public health, climate change, and the arts. In 2018, he made the single largest donation to a university in American history, $1.8 billion to Johns Hopkins University, his alma mater specifically for financial aid. That one donation alone was bigger than the GDP of some countries. Michael Bloomberg lives in New York City, surrounded by some of the most expensive real estate on earth. He reportedly owns 8 homes in the city, but despite his wealth, people who know him say he's still the same analytical, data-driven problem solver he was when he started at Salomon Brothers parking cars. So what's the lesson in Bloomberg's story? That getting fired can be the best thing that ever happens to you? That $10 million in your pocket is the secret to success? That engineering degrees beat business degrees? Maybe it's simpler than that. Maybe it's about seeing an opportunity where others see obstacles. Bloomberg didn't invent financial data, he didn't invent computers, he didn't even invent the idea of giving traders information. He just saw that the existing system was broken and built a better one. Wall Street needed what he was selling, they just didn't know it yet. And Bloomberg was patient enough, persistent enough, and confident enough to keep pushing until they understood. From a middle-class kid in Medford to parking cars on Wall Street to building a $109 billion fortune, Michael Bloomberg's journey proves something powerful. The biggest opportunities often come from the biggest disruptions. Getting fired from Salomon Brothers wasn't the end of Bloomberg's career. It was the beginning of his empire. Today, if you walk into any major bank, hedge fund, or investment firm in the world, you'll see those distinctive Bloomberg terminals on every desk. Those black screens with green and orange text, those specialized keyboards. That's Bloomberg's legacy. He didn't just build a company. He became the infrastructure that the entire financial world runs on. Not bad for a guy who got fired at 39. And every time a trader in Tokyo, London, or New York turns on their Bloomberg terminal at 6 in the morning to check the markets, they're making Michael Bloomberg a little bit richer. That's the power of building something that the world can't live without. $109 billion later, Michael Bloomberg is still going strong at 82 years old, still living in New York City, still solving problems, still pushing boundaries, the richest person in the greatest city on earth, all from one revolutionary idea and a $10 million severance check that he had the guts to bet on himself.